Hi everyone, it's me Rose from the Philippines. Good evening to all of you. Today is August 20th, 2020. It is 7:30 p.m. right now. I am able to get done with all of my chores, so this is some type of laid back Gantsilyera chat. I have thinking about this topic for a while now, and I was able to make some essays about it so that I can recall what to say. But I was reading it a while ago, but then I decided not to, just to go impromptu with it. The topic is about where I get the idea for my beaded items or my beaded projects. So I don't know if this is gonna be a Veda. I just wanna try this out this evening because I got a chance to do so. So I'm gonna tell you some stories of where I find ideas. So first off, it is from my cousin Ate Daisy that I knew about this vocational school just near here, and it is from her that we learned that from a friend of hers. So when Mama knew about it, she asked my cousin if I can come along. So we enrolled to that vocational class. You needed to be a high school graduate to enroll there, but the class is free of charge. You just also needed to buy some t-shirt that you will need to use in order to go to that class. So we were able to enroll to this HRS course, which is a hotel and restaurant services course, where you can learn some things about the management in a hotel, and it's gonna be for a month, for several hours in the morning, for 1 month. So we were able to go to that class and finish it. But there's this one room beside the room, our classroom, where I have always seen some displays of beaded animals. So I got very curious about it. And there are also other courses there that are available that you can also enroll to after you have finished with the first one or your first choice. So after finishing the HRS course, I decided to go on myself and enroll to that class, which is by then called jewelry making and beads assembly. It's just one merge course, but when I am visiting there recently, they decided to separate the courses into jewelry making and beads assembly. So I got very curious about that. So I was able to enroll to that class, and most of my classmates I remember were older than I am, and some are Chinese. But it is okay with me because I am more comfortable talking to people who are older than me than people who are of my same age. So we were able to learn through that class, and I remember the first thing that we made is a eyeglass holder using some very small coated beads. So we made this very long clusters of four, where we then attach a rubber thing so that you can put it on your eyeglass. So that's the first project. So there is mostly where I learned how to do basic beading. It is from that class, which is a vocational course class that is located in Tayuman. Whenever we go there, I can just walk up until I get there and then walk back home. So that is what I do during that class. And after that, I was able to also enroll to other courses like pillow making, throw pillow making. So there is where I learned it. And I remember that there is this one project, an original project that you needed to make as some type of last exam. So I was able to make the doll keychain that I learned doing from a sample that my ate brought back here. It is actually a keychain that is in a doll shape made by a child, which is the niece of my ate's co-worker. And she let me borrow it for a while, so I was able to refer to that made up doll keychain. And I also have made a tutorial for that. It is really not my design, but at first it was hard figuring out how it is worked. But after a few tries, I was able to make an easier path on making it. So that is also where I learned some other stuff like a beaded doll. And throughout the years, I have other ideas coming from other type of uh, what do you call it? Just like from my neighbor. Uh, when they knew that I was making some beaded items, one time she asked me to make this big pouch. I also have a I also have a tutorial for that. So it is from my neighbor. She was able to get this big pouch which is already made, and she asked me if I can replicate it. So I was studying the pouch uh, hands on. So it is actually with me, and I'm figuring out how it is made. And I realized that it is worked in two cheeks, then you needed to connect it at the bottom part. So it is the other way for me to know other type of designs. And she let me made her like at least 8 pieces of those. So there is where I get the idea. And also whenever I get to go to Quiapo, I learned how to go to Quiapo through my vocational class. And there, whenever I buy some beads, they have there a whole section where there are made up items like wallets, bags, home decors. There are even other keychains there that I wasn't able to make. But whenever I go to Quiapo to buy some beads, I always go to that section just to study if I can replicate the made up item that is there. I wasn't able to buy it because it is for me a bit costly. So what I do is I try to look at it and figure out right there how it is worked. And there are other things there that I wasn't able to make, just like the Santa Claus keychains and the SpongeBob ones. I wasn't able to make tutorial for those because I don't know if I will be copyrighted for that. But there is where I figure out how to work on the beaded wallets. And whenever I see people have wallets like that, whenever I get to meet people, whenever I ride a jeepney, I saw people having those type of pouches. And there and then I'm thinking how it is worked. And then I figured it out after a while. So now I'm able to make some of my own with other types of design. And I remember when I went to Japan, I have also this one cousin who makes it, and she has other designs where she puts also some other type of name in it. So she incorporated some names on her wallets. And there are other ones like the guitar shaped keychains wasn't able to figure out yet. And there's this one time my eldest niece gave me a keychain in the shape of a mouse using some very small uh, beads. I wasn't able to figure it out yet, but there was this one time that I wanted to make something like that, so I decided to work on beaded teddy bear. So those are most of uh, the ideas or way of where I get my ideas for the beaded items. There's also this one store in Divisoria who sells some wallets made up. It is a souvenir shop of some sort that also has other types of craft or crafty materials or crafty pasalubong. So that is just what I wanted to share with you guys, is the topic that I decided to tackle today or tonight. I have this long list here or long essay here, but I don't know if I forgot something, but I think those are mostly it. The other ideas that I the other reference or ideas comes from the internet nowadays. I know this one YouTuber who also teaches tutorials in Chinese, and she also teaches it one by one or in a written way with caption. So I think those are most of it. Those are most of the things that I wanna share with you guys. I'm hoping you didn't get bored with me. I'm using this earphone here with this microphone so that my voice would be louder, because as I'm practicing this video, if I don't use this, my voice is very low, and I don't know if you can hear the what we call ventilador or electric fan here. A while ago, I'm struggling on uploading this merged clips that I made yesterday when I was supervising the kids, and also today's clips. I tried several times to upload it. It's just a 4-minute um, merged videos, but it took me about 5 to 6 times to get it uploaded, so I was amazed by that. Sometimes it happens, and sometimes it stresses me whenever that happens, but I'm quite glad once it is uploaded and is out there. So I don't know if it's going to be a Veda. I'm gonna try to listen to this if ever, and I'm gonna try to upload it tomorrow or maybe later. So I think those are most of it. I hope you're having or sleeping very well and having some family bonding time, as I always say, and uh, keep your health up by boosting it, drinking some vitamins. So I think those are most of it. I'm gonna let you go now. Um, Smiles from the Philippines. Bye.